Dang, I've been gone for so long, it's kind of hard for me to even get on the camera now. What's up, you guys? MillionDollarDream here. I know I've been gone for a little bit, probably for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and that's really because lately I've been extremely stressed. I have not really been on social media. I've not really been on Instagram that much. I've probably been gone off of Instagram for about a week, and even Snapchat. I mean, looking for new cars. I guess Snapchat is like the only way, my only way for me to extend myself and keep, you guys updated on what I'm doing really, but I've really been out. It's not like I've lost some kind of love or interest in YouTube. I love doing YouTube videos. I love entertaining. This is something I want to do. Like music is something I want to do. Like these things are stuff that I want to do for my whole life. So it's not like I lost like drive to do it. It's just that when you're just stressed out by so many things attacking you at once, sometimes you just cave in into a little ball, especially when you don't have anyone to really lift you up or someone that can really support you. So like I said, I've been stressed for a while, and I guess this calls for a little story. So I'm gonna tell you guys something. This dates way back to even when my dad was a kid, and I'm gonna tell you guys this because I'm gonna let you guys get a nice little process in your head so you guys can get a glimpse of what I'm feeling right now. So our start out, my dad was a kid with his blood dad. My grandfather wasn't really there for my dad the way that he wanted him to, and he was never really there for him until it was way later in his life. Growing up, my granddad, he's lived in Ohio for a while inside his own house, and he doesn't really do much. He just sits on the couch, watches TV. He always asks me and my brother to give him a call when he can, because he doesn't really have anyone where he lives. And my dad, with him not being there for him when he was a kid, it kind of feels like, I know he kind of feels like, well, why do you want me to be there for you now, the fact that you're alone when you weren't there for me when I was a kid? Which makes total sense. Now my granddad would tell my dad to, tell Miles, tell Tony to call me, give me a call, tell Carla, my big sister, to give me a call. I want to talk to him. He always try to reach out to us, and I visited him a couple times. Now last summer, my granddad would always tell me, when you gonna come to come see me? When you gonna come to come see me? And me being lazy, not really lazy, but me being distant, and never really processed in my head to man, maybe I should go visit him, or man, maybe I should go see him. I would call him every now and then. I wouldn't call him as much as I would even like to, but I would call him every now and then and ask him, Grandpa, how you doing? Ask him how he's feeling. After I would talk to him, it'll be really brief. It'll be probably like a 10-15 minute conversation. I would hang up just so I can go back to doing what I was doing. It could be playing Xbox or playing video games or going outside hanging out with friends. It could be something that doesn't really matter compared to family. So him calling me, I'll talk to him 10-15 minutes, I'll brush it off at the end, and just so I can get off the phone. Not get off the phone because I want to talk to my granddad, but there would be things that I would rather do than just talk to my grandfather, because I was always so distant. And not just towards him, but towards everyone in my family. My mom, my dad, my brother, everybody in my family. I feel like people don't really understand that. And my mom, my dad, they're getting a better understanding of what, how I am, especially the stuff that happened that set me apart from them, which I'm gonna have a complete story about that when I hit around 100K, because that's really big for me. So I'm gonna wait till my audience grows for that, so more of you guys can get a better understanding. But the thing is just that now currently I was distant, so me trying to get my granddad to reach out to me, it was hard for me to even talk to him. And I was distant towards everyone, and I would always make excuses so I can be by myself, so I can get back on my hustle or do my own thing, that I was so sidetracked by what really mattered, and that's family. Friends can be family too. Anyone that's close to you in the heart can be family. Anyone that's physically next to you doesn't mean that they're there. And I want you guys to really listen to that. Anyone that's physically next to you does not mean that they're there. That does not mean that they're there for you spiritually. That doesn't mean that they're there for you mentally. That doesn't mean that they're there for you emotionally. It just means that they're there for you physically. So they're always going to be next to you. Just because we're always hanging out doesn't mean you're always helping me out with my issues. Just because you always cook me food or put a roof over my head doesn't mean that you're there for me mentally or spiritually. So with me cutting off everyone in my whole entire family, just so I can focus more on myself, because I was so used to being independent. Now, my dad went up to Ohio to go visit my granddad because he was sick. And my granddad had experience with people that would take care of him, house care people, which are basically people that they take care of people that are sick in their house. They go in, make them food, help them get up, to their wheelchairs, blase, they help them out. My granddad had experience with this one lady that tried to steal from him, and he didn't trust him. And after that, he didn't trust anybody. Not his neighbors, no one. He didn't trust anyone. He didn't give a crap. He was not gonna get help from anyone. He's really stubborn. He's just like my dad. They're really stubborn people. With him doing that, my dad went up to him, finally took him to the hospital, and it turned out that he was sick. The doctor didn't really know exactly what it was, but I called my dad asking if I can talk to him, and my dad said he's asleep right now, so you're gonna have to call back tomorrow or another day. So I called back the next day. He was in the hospital. Can I get a hold of him? After my dad told me to call him a specific day, I laid it off. I was hanging out with friends, doing YouTube, playing games. After that, my dad gave me his phone number, told him to give him a call. I let a week pass. I let like 3-4 days pass. Didn't give him a call. After that, I gave him one call, left the voicemail. Grandpa, I miss you. I haven't talked to you in a while. I just wanted to let you know that I love you. And if I can talk to you right now, that would mean the world to me. Next day I get a call back from my dad telling me my grandpa passed away. And personally, it's just that I felt like if I wasn't just so stubborn, or if I wasn't just so distant towards everyone and just got up and just picked up the phone and just gave him a call when I could have. Gave him a call when he was expecting a call. It's the fact that how my granddad was alone for the longest time and how my granddad was not there for my dad, and there's a big time period when I felt like my dad wasn't there for me. So I feel like it was a cycle within there. When my dad wasn't there for me, I felt that I was alone and I could not trust anyone and not talk to anyone. With my granddad being by himself, experiencing a lady that's supposed to take care of him, try to steal from him, after that not trusting anyone, and him just asking to give me a call. Me knowing how it feels to be alone. Me knowing how it feels to be depressed, to be alone for years, and for not to talk, not to be open to talk to anyone. Me knowing how that feels, not giving him a call when it could have changed everything. That's where my stress comes from. Knowing that I felt like I could have fixed it. I could have stopped it. Maybe if I was to give him a call, maybe he wouldn't be dead. Or maybe if I was to give him a call, maybe he could at least have passed with me knowing that the last thing I told him was I love you. And now when you're put in situations like that, you just feel like you can't, like, that it's gone. You can't talk to them again. Like, I don't think death doesn't really process in people's heads that much. Like, when you have certain situations like that, like, do you realize that you can never talk to that person again? Like, that person is gone forever. I was so stressed out with not just that, but just other stuff, with trying to find the right direction I want to take for YouTube, and trying to buy a car and trying to get into college, like driving all the way to Massachusetts for a car, 2-hour drive, the guy flakes. Then looking at this sports car that I was gonna buy, and the dealership was trying to double the tax and try to charge crazy prices for the car. Driving that car all the way to Maryland to get it checked out, and then turns out that the guy wanted to double the charge in tax. Just going through, like, buying a car is one of the biggest purchases of your life, and it's really stressful. College, extremely stressful. Just even trying to get in. My mom, Miles, I want you to do this college. Miles, do this, do that. Miles, do this, do that. It's just like, oh my God, man, it's like taking everything at once. It's kind of like, it really gets to you sometimes. And that's why I've been so silent. It's because I feel like damn, like, I was gonna be silent for another week in the bed. But I realized that there's a lot of other kids out there that feel the same way I feel every single day. There's a lot of other kids out there that go through depression, that have beat depression by themselves, that's drunk, smoked weed. Smoking weed is not an addiction, but smoking weed, doing just stupid shit, not being productive with your life. You can smoke weed all you want, but if you're smoking weed every day, spending your money only on weed, you don't have a job, you're not doing shit, but you're breaking into people's cars, stealing shit from stores every single day, that's something you gotta get your life straight, man. Like, what are you doing? And that's what I was doing for a long time. I would steal all stores. I would do stupid shit. I'm not gonna talk too deep into it now because I want to wait, and like I said, until I get around a bigger platform so I can share the story with more people. But just going through all that by myself and me distancing everyone, because since I beat that by myself, I was like, no, if I can do this by myself, I don't need anyone. Being selfish. I just wish I just could have picked up the phone and just called my granddad when he said, give me a call. I wish I can just pick up the phone and just give him a call. If I can go back in time, I'll feel 1,000 times better if I was just to pick up the cell phone. That's it. So I'm making this video because I don't want this whole thing, oh, I'm solo, I'm independent, oh, I'm distant towards everyone, people glorifying that shit on Twitter, man. Look, man, this is coming from someone that's legit like that. Like, no bullshit. Like, people want to glorify this shit, like glorify depression and shit, and they don't realize that shit is real. It's not a joke. This stuff is real. People really go through this stuff every single day. It's a fight. You're gonna feel the same way for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life, you're gonna have to go through this. Some days it's not gonna be as bad. Some days it's gonna be better. Some days it's not gonna be good. This is something that real people go through every single day. This is not a fucking joke. Anyone that glorifies that shit and thinks it's cool to be distant, stop. Anyone that you guys are fighting with, any person that you guys are having an argument with, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a brother, sister, mom, dad, pick up the phone, give them a call, tell them that you love them when you still have the chance, because you never know. That one time when you say, I hate you. True story, my uncle, he had a brother. Thing was that he got into an argument with him one day, and he told him, I wish you were dead. I don't know if it's a couple of days later, I don't know if it's a couple of weeks later, but sooner or later, really, and I guess in the span of a couple of days, it wasn't the next day, he got shot. Dead. And the last thing he told him was, I hate you. I wish you were dead. So if you guys can just pick up the phone, that's why I always tell you guys to spread peace, love, positivity, because you do not know what's in store for the next day for you or for the people that you talk to. And like I end every single video, peace, love, positivity, guys. Pick up the phone. If you want to tell someone something, get off your chest, talk to them, speak to them. If you like a girl, Tell her how you feel. If you like a guy, tell her how you feel, because you don't know what's gonna happen the next day. If you love someone, tell them how you feel. If you want to show appreciation for someone, tell them that you love them. Extended arms, hugs and kisses. Thank you guys for tuning in with me. This has been a ride. I'm gonna keep going, I'm gonna keep grinding. There's a big direction I wanna take this channel. A lot of stuff that I wanna do, but it's coming extremely soon. New videos are gonna be rapid now. Now that I guess I'm in the grind of it again doing this. Peace, love, positivity all always, guys. This is MillionDollarDream signing up for yet another $1 million video. Social media down in the description box below. I'm out.